no, here we go again.
Hey, don't overwork yourself.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Isn't it obvious? I disobeyed you, Velvet.
Don't sweat it. I'm still alive thanks to you.
I didn't want to see you die. That's why I did that. To save you.
I'm sorry too. Acting the way I did. Treating you like an object.
When I came with you, that was my own choice. You gave me the freedom to choose.
And what would you choose now? We only have more troubles ahead.
You're still going to
Yeah, I can't.
even so.
I see.
Anyway, it's not like I have any idea where we are now.
That's a good point.
Ah-ha-ha! But an object misused is one thing. A person misused is...
What's your point?
What's your point, is what I want to know. Not only did you blow the whole revenge thing, you didn't even leave a scratch. Do you have any plan on...
I'll admit it. The Nominat's power is far beyond what I could ever have imagined. But I'll never give up. No matter how many times I have to try, I'll devour them all.
Bet you 100 gold you break first.
Huh?
You heard me. 100 gold says that you give up. I lost a bet with Rokuro when you had to go and survive. Cost me 10 gold. I'm just looking to come out on top.
Whatever. Fine.
Oh, then it looks like we have a bet. There might be some fun in me sticking around after all. Not that I much care how it all turns out.
Hey, Velvet. I've got some...
Oh. Is this that book you took from the village?
It is.
It's the same...
Yep.
Oh, don't...
Really?
Well, maybe not.
Well, where is...
No idea. The last letter I got from her was sent from Isolde down in Southgand.
Not much to work...
True, but I'll have fun watching you try.
Oh, I'll find her. Don't you worry about that.
That's the spirit. Don't give up just yet.
We'll... rest in... Inside these ruins, you're still weak.
All the things. A damned demon watching over me? How could I have let this happen? I'm such a disgrace. To atone for this grave sin, this is all I can do. Forgive me, Lord Artorias. This light, it's Melchior's communication art.
I send Melchior to check out the Earth Pulse. And what a strange sight does he find?
My lord, I have failed you.
Lift your head, Eleanor. The Shepherd has a special mission for you.
A special mission?
You are to protect the Malak Laphicet and bring him to the Logris Abbey headquarters. This mission is highly classified and not to be shared with even the legates.
Protect the Malik and bring him to the capital, then?
With the utmost secrecy. Your becoming his vessel is in fact quite fortunate.
Maybe so. But with me as his vessel, The Moloch may interfere.
This Moloch may have his own will, but he can be manipulated. Do whatever it takes to get the job done, Eleanor. You act under my full authorization.
Even were it to mean obeying the orders of a demon? But, my lord, what Moloch could possibly be that valuable?
Are you saying you cannot?
Shame is only a fleeting emotion. It is will and reason that ultimately prevail in the face of calamity. My lord, I live to serve the principles of your teachings.
The Earth Pulse will soon close. From here on, you must use your own discretion to execute your mission.
You're up. How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Listen, don't try anything like that
I'm alright. No more running away.
I'm Laphicet. It's good to finally meet you properly, Eleanor.
Yeah, likewise.
Don't worry. If you try running, you won't get far. Once I've eaten your arms and legs, I merely need you alive to act.
That won't be necessary. I swore an oath before. An oath. Grant's once put in
In that case, I have a question for you. What does the Abbey plan to do?
to wipe out the demons, of course. We want to end the era of this.
And how exactly does the Abbey plan on wiping out the demons? Is Innominat going to...
They never told me. Innominat's ritual is kept confidential, even within the Abbey.
Then it looks like the only way we'll figure out Innominat's true nature is by deciphering Laphicet. We'll have to track down Magulu's friend, the one who can read.
If we go to
But first, we have to figure out where we are now. We need to find a settler or a village. Something.
I'm surprised us chuckleheads even know our own names.
Even the greatest scholar.
Fair enough. Hard to argue with that.
I've never seen a Moloch quite like him.
Eleanor, your job is going to be to protect Laphicet, even if it brings you into conflict with other exorcists.
I know. Like I said, I can't betray you.
Listen, Laphicet. If she makes any strange moves, I want you to stop her immediately, okay?
I don't think Eleanor is such a bad person. Besides, she's oath-bound to her promise.
She's lying, obviously. That's only something you do if your life depends on it.
Yep. An oath is an art that takes complex rituals and lots of hard work and time. Hardly worth the trouble, to be honest.
I told you already. She wants to take you away from us. Women are creatures of deceit, boy.
If you say so.
She's right. Of course that goes doubly so for Velvet the Vengeful Villainess.
Well, I won't deny it.
What is it, Laphicet?
I was told that women's looks can be deceiving, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to see.
That's an age-old problem for men. You with me, Eisen?
Aye. Women are fickle creatures at best. They lie as easily as they breathe, and men can never see through their deceptions.
I totally feel you.
Sounds like you've both been through hard times.
The wounds women leave on a man's heart take longer to heal than a cut delivered by a sword.
It's that bad?
Beware a maiden's tears, boy, and guard yourself well. That's my advice to you.
Beware tears and guard myself.
Don't put any weird ideas into Laphicet's head, you two.
They're just facts.
If you fill his head with any more garbage, I'm eating both of you.
Yes, ma'am. Yikes.
The swordsman and the pirate having troubles with women? Ha! Well, women are nothing if not difficult. I've the deepest sympathy for you both.
What do you think of the ladies' reactions?
Well, Velvet won't eat either of you, and Magilu didn't seem sympathetic at all.
See? Appearances can be deceiving.
And it seems you've absorbed the lesson well.
Right.
I'm not like that, though.
Huh?
Yes, some women use their tears to manipulate others, but not all do, and I, for one, despise such duplicity. The women who did that to Aizen and Rokuro are just the extreme.
Yeah, I can see how much you hate dishonesty, Eleanor.
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
Be a good example for the boy, then, so he doesn't end up like Rokuro and me.
I intend to do just that, whether or not you ask it of me.
Eleanor is a lot stronger than she appears.
I'm here. Let's do this together. ready for this. You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fighting order!
It's over, right?
Always ready to fight.
Hey, is everyone alright? Huh?
It's just a rock.
I think it's...
Bright steel?
Yeah, it's actually a rare...
If there's both or...
That's our pirate...
At the...
Thanks.
Now wash your hands.
Okay.
The only way to learn where we are is to find someone to ask, I guess. What's eating you, Laphicet?
If people say you can't judge women at face value, does that mean
Sure. Men are...
men are sin...
Oh! You talk like you're an expert in all things but you can only speak for your own fam.
As if you're one to judge.
And I'm sure you've charmed a magnificent lord to be...
Sure.
What does he look like? Is he tall?
None of your business.
Don't tell me. He was always on the other side of a swinging door, so you won't... I see. What a lovely crush that must...
I read that story. It was a book called The Legs of a Man.
Oh? I've never heard of it.
I've read it too. It's a sad, bittersweet tale. I highly recommend it if you haven't read.
Maybe when I have some free time after killing Artorias.
I just wanted to know if men could...
It's not often you find bright steel above ground. I hear it's a lot of trouble to unearth, even in the regions it's normally found.
Yeah. Mining for minerals takes a lot of specialized techniques and experience on the part of the prospector. They examine the soil, the water, the plants, and so on, where the same mineral was found before. Then search similar environments for the next big find.
Sure, but it's not like they succeed every time. It's all a big gamble. Isn't there a simpler way?
I read in a book once that you can use a pendulum to find water and metals underground.
It's called dowsing.
What's dowsing?
You hang the pendulum so it's facing the ground. Then you chant the magic word, Magic Kazam, and wait to be amazed. The little bit of ore on its tip will sniff out buried treasure in underground lakes like a bloodhound on a prickle bore.
You don't seriously believe this.
It's just like fortune telling. You win some, you lose some. That's why they call it prospecting.
So, if pendulums are used for fortune telling, why the hell is Zavid running around using them as weapons?
He uses wind to control its trajectory. I think it's easier for him to manipulate pendulums in a fight than something like a whip or a rope.
Oh, that makes sense now. That seems pretty clever.
He's probably also doing it to make himself stronger, too. Malakim broadly fall into 4 elemental types: earth, water, wind, and fire. Wind beats earth. Zavid is a wind Malak, so when he obtains earth...
I never realized Malakim could be so
Then if pendulums react to a Malak's powers, maybe they can actually do this dowsing stuff like Magilus.
Yeah, Zavid might like to joke around, but when it comes to fighting, he knows full well.
He puts an awful lot of thought into that.
You don't?
I spare all my thoughts for my sweetheart.
Yeah, right. You just like to cause trouble without putting much thought into any...
I'm ready for this.
No mercy! Won't that won't shoot!
It appears that we're finished here.
Don't waste my time.
But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder!
Not bad.
You too.
This recipe.
Scout ship set...
You there. Got a moment?
Gah! Are you guys with the Swordbreaker?
The what?
Get away from me! I'm sorry, alright?
Real class act, attacking as you apologize.
See this? Okay, deception! See this? What? Please, mighty demon, I beg you. I'll do anything.
I only wanted to ask you some.
You don't have to worry. This woman.
Huh? Right. I'm Eleanor, a prey.
You do look like an exorcist, but what do you do?
Top secret Abbey business. That's all I can say. Now, can you tell? And are there any ports?
You don't know? You're on Cadnix Island in Islegant.
I'll send a Sylph J to the Von Altia.
Thanks.
One more question. Who's this?
Ah, he's a demon. Causes lots of trouble around these parts. He only attacks sword fight. He's even taken down a number of...
Hence the name Swordbreaker.
He wields a fine sword, clearly forged in a foreign land. I tried to find his lair to steal the weapon.
A foreign sword.
I'd be careful if I were you. If he spots that sword on your back, you'll be...
Sounds like a real nest.
Well, he tries to pull anything on this demon, and he's in for one munchy crunchy surprise.
You folks...
Either way, I'd say this is a blessing in dis- You're lucky to still be alive. Take this chance to abandon your life.
Let's...
Can you read any of this old writing?
No. I've studied many languages. Can you read it?
I've never come across this language either. Where did you
It was a lucky find at the capital. What can I say?
I was surprised to see how many Malachim...
I didn't know that.
It's true. I'm not...
Did someone call for me?
Bienfu. Do you...
Oh, yes. But I'm a greater Malakim, so the literature...
How to talk a human female into becoming your vessel.
Bien?
Physically escalating. What does that mean?
You
don't
really
need to
don't
know.
need to know.
All right.
Yeah, I'm confiscating all of the...
And I have some questions. Bienfu, you better be...
Bien!
You look like you're having fun, Rokuro.
Well, I'm a yaksha.
A yaksha. A spirit of war.
Yeah, a demon that lives for combat.
But this Swordbreaker has cut down Exorcists with its foreign blade. Aren't you scared?
Of dying?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Huh?
Fighting is my life. It's all I want to do.
Live...
Well, if you're gonna be blunt.
I challenge
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
We will need to be extremely wary.
Did you think you could escape me? I'll cut down anyone in my way!
What's wrong?
An enemy.
That sword.
A demon wielding a foreign-made sword. You must be the sword breaker.
Not much for conversation, are you?
Silence, they say, is only commendable and an ox-tail dried and a maid not bendable.
He's still moving.
I'll take this one. Come and get me! Good challenge!
Look out!
Don't interfere!
What do you think you're doing?
Touch me and I'll kill you.
Sorry. I just got a little riled up.
Do you know that demon?
No, but I know his sword. A blade called Stormquell.
Stormquell.
Whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with us.
Laffy said, I'm sorry.
I thought he was going to...
Yeah, I know. You were just doing...
Yeah.
That's good then. I didn't give you a clear enough warning to stay out of it.
You really don't want me to help you?
Yup. Actually, I'm not...
Huh?
There's somebody out there I need to defeat by my own hand. I want to strike him down. I want to triumph against him.
Someone you have to defeat.
In a sword fight, yeah. And I'll do anything, no matter how much. Those feelings have been so central to me for so long. I lost my dang humanity somewhere along the way.
Why do you need to win that badly?
Maybe it has to do with me being a demon. Or maybe that's why I became one. Either way, it's more
important.
But still, I owe you for saving me back there. There's no...
Is that...
Huh? I'm just being... And no offense and all, but why do you care?
You don't even think it disrespectful?
Yep.
I won't run away! Here! Take that down!
They were nothing. You better be ready. You're not hurt, are you?
No.
Now why does that name sound so familiar?
Hey, Eleanor?
Think nothing of it.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, I got the tragic tale of the sword Stormquell. Once, centuries past, there was a sword renowned the world over for its peerless. So mighty was each swing of the sword. No other sword could match its power. The people in their...
this Godblade, is it Stormquell?
Shush! The tale is merely beginning. Now, there was one man who was truly enamored with the Godblade. His name was Kurogane, a blacksmith of wondrous talent. His heart was set on forging an even greater sword, and he had a name in mind for this sword.
And did he make it?
Kurogane, some say the wielder of the Godblade chopped off his head. The truth is lost to the dusty cobwebs of history. But perhaps he, and...
A grudge that spans...
You hear tall tales like this all the time. That sword and its inscription we saw...
Perhaps. But if that's the real Stormquell, we should all sleep with one eye open.
What makes you say that?
Because that Godblade Kurogane wanted so desperately to top has been passed down. Its name is Stormhowl.
Oh.
In other words, we could well bump into your armored friend again.
done this quickly.
This fight is over!
Listen, Luffy.
What is...
You can't trust her just because she said she'd protect you. Remember, Malakim are just...
But...
I know you feel you owe her for that. But do you have to look so...
Sorry.
I'm not asking for an apology. I just want her to know that no matter how close you two get, I want her to understand that I come...
So...
Let's see. I'm number 1, and
I get it. You're number 1.
Right. Wait, this is kind of stupid, isn't it?
It's alright.
That's not what I...
Don't get overconfident.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me.
think these were used to keep... I've read about this.
Heat, huh? Are we ready for this? Come on, really?
Me? Are you sure? Let's get started!
Victory is ours.
Well, if you aren't the craziest demon, your body's harder than your own sword.
Who's this?
That's Lord Shigure, one of the only two legate exorcists.
A legate. Same as Milky.
Eleanor! Fancy meeting you? What the hell happened to you? You get captured by a... don't matter. I do my own thing. I got no standing to tell you how to live. Still, today's my lucky day. Never thought I'd encounter the one and only Stormquell.
Shigure, I think someone over there wants your...
You're right, I'm being a jerk. Can I, Rokuro?
Your brother?
You haven't changed a bit.
You go blind, dumbass? I'm bucket load stronger now. You're the one who hasn't changed, I bet. You still hung up on trying to take me down?
The one you want to beat in a fight? That's him?
I'm not who I was that day either, brother.
Oh, wait. You're a demon? But I wonder, has that really changed it? When my real...
I'll handle him. Luffy said, no matter what, I need you to...
Oh,
It's been too long since we crossed swords, brother.
Shut up! You're dead! I'll make you regret sparing my life last time! See
You're feisty as a demon. But alas, I think our fight...
Rokuro! What? My body!
I sense we're just getting started!
But we're done.
Shigure!
Oh, calm down, Rokuro. Go ask that old bastard there to make you one. I'll be...
Who?
That demon in the armor, Kuragane.
the blacksmith from the story.
I'll be waiting for you at Port Cadnix. Unless you can beat me, you ain't getting off this island.
Who are you?
You got a problem with it?
Lord Shigure, sir! I'm on a high-level mission.
Eleanor, babe, I get it. You've gone rogue. Have fun with that. I see you again.
He wasn't even trying yet. You can tell.
But if we all fight him together...
That won't work.
What are you talking about?
Follow me.
Rogoro! Velvet, aren't we going...
This is his fight.
But Shigure said he'd be waiting at the... He may be a nutball, but I don't think he's fool enough to let us...
Exactly. And as a swordsman, he's even more skilled than our...
We're mice with our tails pinned, and the cat's licking his lips.
At the very least, Kurogane seems to have...
Fine. We'll hear what he has. What was that fat cat creep?
You mean Morgrim? She's a Moloch. She just looks different.
And?
And what? She has all the abilities of a... I'm not trying to keep anything from you. All I know is her name and that she's a Moloch.
Huh.
Lord Shigure is an Exorcist legate, but he's also a warrior who can match Since no one has ever seen Shigure use an art, Morgrim is considered one of the 7 wonders...
The 7 wonders of...
No one knows Morgrim's capabilities.
No one! Except...
Huh?
This is all highly classified, but... Morgrim is incredible. The price she demanded of Shigure for making a pact with her was... grooming and deflating.
Anything else?
Oh, and on a point of sensitivity, she may be our enemy, but she's also a woman. You should try not to...
Anything else?
Her thick eyebrows are all the rage with Malakim, so much so that false eyebrows are expected to be the next.
Well, if he's that strong without Moloch arts, I don't want to see what he's like with them. What were you thinking, Eleanor? Attack...
Well, I just thought Rokuro was...
Oh? You'd kill one of your...
I acted with...
I'd say it's less that, and more just you're supposed to be protecting...
Even if one of her own isn't...
Even then.
This kid must be really all right.
Luffy said. Next time she acts up...
Okay, thanks, and I'm sorry
I understand,
but I think
is that...
That's what happens when the legendary Blacks...
I gave up everything, thinking of nothing else but forging a soul.
You had traded your humanity for...
I see I'm not the only one. So great was your...
Well, guess we're not so different. You don't suppose you...
I forged countless blades over these long years, and yet you still see...
I'll put it like this. No matter how much you failed across the set, well, I'm the same way. If anything can break Shigure and his god blade, it's the...
Strangely enough, seeing you and your brother has given me an idea.
Should we get some bright stuff?
Nope. No need.
Huh?
Should I take it from the top?
If you would. My arms are all I'll be needing.
What are you doing?
Don't be alarmed. I'm just cutting free some raw materials for the sword.
You see something new every day.
You need his head to make the sword?
That's right. With this fine clump of pure resentment, I shall forge your imitation Stormhowl anew.
No. I only keep this imitation as a reminder of how weak-willed I was in the past. To defeat Shigure, I've perfected the art of dual wielding, a secret Rangetsu technique.
All right. If that's what you prefer, up.
Whoa!
We'll wait.
I made the Enfu.
I pity that
That Kurogane, though. What a character.
ritual. It's certainly something only a demon.
A necessary sacrifice.
Indeed.
Still, if what you give is mere meat for a god's morbid lunch, could there be a more trivial But if the offering... I wonder which he will have been.
The ship is on its way, right on schedule.
Of course it is.
One more thing.
So we'll have to face him down some...
It's in our best The problem is...
Agreed.
Certainly. That's why, when
You want us...
If it affects my own quarrel, yes.
I suppose I'm in this... Besides...
Rokuro's not...
Rokuro.
You saw them. Demons. We're crazy.
Sure. But they go through life with...
Even demons have things they're not willing to let go.
I know. I understand demons still have a certain consciousness. They seem passionate, like normal people.
Well, I've yet to meet a human so passionate he'd chop his own head off.
Do you have a purpose like they do?
I do, in fact. Ever since Artorius used my...
Typical demon nonsense. The Abbey exists to... Yes. Sometimes cold, painful decisions need to be made to protect the many. But they'd never stoop to humans. Besides, as Shepherd, Artorius...
If that's what you think, ask the precious Ask him just what he did 3 years ago.
He wouldn't.
Rokuro wants to slay his brother. How do those two find it in them?
It's just how they are. They're demons. Not
Yeah, it's scary. But me, I don't have anything I'm...
Not yet, you mean. In time, you'll find something.
You really think so?
Almost certainly. But don't feel you have to go and risk your life over... You're not a demon.
Okay.
But never mind. Just the...
Bad news! A group of praetors have left the docks and are headed this... They said they were coming to purge Eleanor the traitor!
Purge?
Velvet, what do
We take them head on. And you're fighting...
An order.
It is. Protect Laphicet.
All right.
Just remember, if we lose Eleanor, Laphicet will...
I haven't forgotten. But we need to pull... She needs us for her own ends.
Just don't push your luck too far.
And so recently was she a noble, upstanding...
Ask me if I care.
Traitor Eleanor!
You've betrayed the people and sullied Artorius' ideals.
No, that... Velvet, she's testing me. I know I have to fight. My mission calls for it.
Time for you to die and be— Eleanor!
I can't do it. I can't kill them.
I'm not done yet.
There. Now we're
You've got new swords! Sinister.
I take it you're ready?
Yeah. All that—
With me as a witness.
Keep on fighting like that, and you'll be killed. And if you get killed, Laphicet will lose his vessel.
I know that...
Velvet!
You're... I'm just not that hungry right now. I've got new orders for you. Fight the Exorcists.
Understood.
I guess that was as far as Eleanor could go.
I think so. Push her any further and she...
Ever the virtuous exorcist.
That very virtue is what lets her be Laphicet's vessel. Besides, I can't help but admire her commitment. She's enduring...
How uncommonly pleasant of you.
Pleasant folks don't...
Yeah.
in my time as a Moloch. Ask me anything you want.
Thanks. I was hoping you could let me borrow those books you were reading earlier, if that's okay.
You mean how to talk a human female into becoming your vessel, and how to get the cuties?
Hey! Keep it down! Keep it down!
But you and Madame Eleanor have already formed a pact. Why do you still need either of those books?
Well, it's like when we're alone together, things get so awkward. It's hard to talk with her, you know?
That happens a lot with Malachiman vessels who are still new to the whole thing. I've been there. In that case, I've got an even better book for you.
Whoa! You read a lot of books.
I'm just an avid learner is all. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Hot Spring Topics. Burying your body and your soul. Being upfront and honest is always the best policy.
I don't think we'll be bathing in any hot springs together. Do you have anything else?
All right, then how about after-bath party games? Dropping your defenses and your towels.
Why do you keep trying to get us naked? I think that would just make things even more awkward.
Picky. Tell you what, you can just look at my collection and pick whatever sounds good.
Love hacking, living long and loving hard, diary of a diary thief, hands speak louder than words.
All classics. I remember reading them when Miss Magilu and I were struggling to get along. Oh, to be young again.
You ever think maybe things would have been easier if you never read these books?
Reading the mood. Knowing what to say and how to say it. That one's a winner. A must-read for sure.
Are you two reading something together?
We are. Laffyset's been worried about that awkward distance between you two, and he came to me for some advice. I've heard his side of the story, so let's you and I grab some tea and talk about what to do about it. Come on! Let's go!
Oh, okay.
Knowing what to say and how to say it. I don't think this will help either.
Scout ships.
Hey, Rogoro.
Well, you see, When blacksmiths make swords, they don't just... The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the swords.
Huh.
The head of my clan gets the real Storm Howl, and his...
So one is real, and the others are imitate.
I guess so. Shigure has the real one, and...
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Oh.
And to Velvet, which Laphicet is real? And
What are you saying?
She means my name. It's the same as Velvet's.
Huh? The one who went and got sacrificed by our...
Surely you are mistaken. Our shepherd...
But what else could make Velvet hate Artorias so much?
So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the...
You and Shigure both use the Rangetsu style.
Our school encompasses two distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords.
So, Shigure uses the...
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique be used primarily in
That's true for us as well. We learn the dual short swords to provide sparring partners for those studying the great...
Then why would you handicap yourself against Lord Shigure? He's no...
As I'm painfully aware, Shigure is a true master. We trained together since we were small children. I was his sparring partner for His skill with the great sword is... So, in order to beat him, I took up the to our school. It might be secondary.
You're back.
If I eliminate my fear... If I can control the he'll have...
Eliminating fear, huh?
Right?
It's like you two brothers are the...
Huh?
Storm Howl. One is to... Pris!
Both.
There they are.
Which must mean they took out...
Hey, I told them... Now how did that sword of yours turn out? Fine, I'll find out.
Rokuro, we...
Thanks.
All right, let's get down to business. Better not die too quickly on me. I want this to be fun. Come on, bro. Don't hold back. Shut up. Don't play games with me. Those are some fine-looking swords you got there. Take a good look, because they're going to cut you down. Yeah, that's right. Get into it. Keep it up. I love it. Not too bad. Not bad at all, but I'm not done yet! You put up a good fight, but you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful...
Don't count me out. I've got something!
If I was just a... All right, let's call it. Listen up. There we go.
What is wrong with...
That guy.
Yeah.
But we...
The Von Eltius here.
Let's get going.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a...
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
You heard him.
Many thanks.
Okay. Yeah, we're headed for the Assault Archipelago in Southgand.
So, you guys made it. Whatever.
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit Bandit.
I'm glad you listened to reason.
I'm heading to the...
Bandit?
Yeah. Like a wild...
That sounds...
Really?
I'm rooting for you.
Hey.
Of course I was. It's...
Hey, you there.
You know a lot?
I'm a novice swordsmith. Been at it for 20 years. Now, I'm finally...
20 years, and still just a...
It's a competitive world out there for a swordsmith. Especially here on this island.
But I heard many swordsmiths have given up. There's less ore around nowadays, and swords don't work against the demons.
True, swords are useless against demons. Unless it's an exorcist that's... Kadnik's weaponry has always been prized in Midgand. The Abbey recognized our talents, and all the smiths here are grateful to the Abbey. They're keeping all of us alive.
No, not really.
As you say.
Why aren't you training with...
This is how I've always trained. 10,000 practice. I just wanted a single good...
That's incredible.
Not really. But I've been thinking...
100,000?
Nah.
Even if you did...
Oh?
Rokuro...
Even still, not with one sword...
And you keep...
All I can...
Well, that's one way.
If only I could
You...
Velvet's demon hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. This calls for a clear-headed breakdown of everything I know about its... It changes shape in a flash, and could devour most anything. But it doesn't devour the bandages that cover it up. Maybe likewise, the rest of her... One would think she wouldn't want to wear such ragged clothing. Yet she clearly has no inclination. I suppose that could be taken to... Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it. I know I may not... On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be... But of course, Lord Artorias would probably...
Who'd scold you for what?
Oh, well, I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for...
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you?
I mean, not like constantly or anything.
Are you good at it?
Yes. I'm told I come across as awkward sometimes.
I see.
Good, just...
Are you feeling all right? The heat and the cold doesn't bother me. And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you should keep... Because the guy...
Sure. That was...
Eisen, I thought I'd gotten used to you before. We heard from the Bluntwings that the Abbey might have...
Not this time. But our luck won't last for...
Aye, for...
I've got my eye on.
Got it!
I gotta say, you guys look less like pirates and more like a circus troupe.
Are you alright with having demons on board, Benwick?
Not remotely an issue. If you're aboard this ship of misfits, you're a pirate. That's just our creed. At least, that's what the captain and the first mate...
Speaking of the captain...
Let's see. How do I put it? He's like if the sea were a
Huh.
Look, everybody on this ship is... Despite that, Captain Eifried accepted us for who we are, and took us all on board.
So he's...
Well, would you say that... How would it feel to dive in with an open wound?
It would sting.
Quite so. Some days he's calm and steady, and others he
Sounds like he's a little
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to serve him. But that air of mystery... At the end of the day, the dread pirate Van Eifried is one hell of a...
He sounds like Velvet in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? How so?
Benwick, we're changing course at once for Port Renede.
Sir? What's...
3 of our men have collapsed from the Corsair Scourge. They first showed symptoms 3 days ago. How are you holding up?
I'm still doing all right. But if this really started 3 days ago, that means we're all carrying it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm afraid of. But if we head straight to Port Renede, we should...
I'll check on everyone's condition.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated, including...
Sir! Yes, sir! The crew's holding up.
What do you mean?
Quite. No one knows what causes it, but it starts with a high fever and ends...
Like sand?
Once, there was a great band of pirates who ruled the...
Does that mean we've been infected as...
You humans, for sure.
Only humans fall prey to the Corsair's scourge.
Then it could have gotten to you too.
Oh, right! Alas!
I can't allow our vessel to die from this. If you...
I will.
All right, we'll all be helping out in the...
Huh?
Oh, why does she get to stay? I might be dying too, you know.
You're a witch. Magic yourself healthy. Now quit whining.
Oh, not even a witch is safe from the ravages of the Reaper.
The Reaper's curse?
Okay, where's the herbalist? If I remember right, the Corsair's scourge needs a particular...
Yeah, it's a wildflower called Salatoma. Its juice...
Doesn't sound too...
Let's not relax until we have it in hand.
Right. Now let's get going.
Hold on a minute. Won't you just be spreading the disease?
Surprisingly, no. For whatever reason, you can only... It's speculated it might have something to do with the salt in the air.
Nobody knows the cause for sure, but there are no recorded cases.
I see. A strange affliction.
We'll be back soon.
All right. Good luck out there, sir.
We've got to hurry.
Salatoma. Is...
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just... Well, the herb is known to work well for... It tastes bad. So bad.
Maybe so.
Oh, I'm not worried. It...
That Rokuro, always telling all of us except this is work.
I don't think that's how witch try.
What's wrong, Eleanor? You look...
I'm just trying to figure out what when I had Lord Shigure at the end, I thought I was dead for sure. I feel but he and Lord Shigure are always trying to kill each other.
It might have something to do with his Bushido code.
What's Bushido?
It's a way of thinking. Be loyal to your lord. Respect your parents.
You're saying that he was following this Bushido code, and he was protecting me.
He might have turned into a demon, but his memories and personality are still intact. I doubt his moral values have disappeared either.
Do you really think he believes in that Bushido carving through his enemies with a I heard that when Velvet first met him, he immediately attacked her without any provocation. I'm sure you haven't already forgotten how he turned his swords on the kid in that fight against Kurogane.
I wouldn't read too much into what Magilu's saying. Rokuro lives for his sword, and that's just who he is.
But I don't think he's all that bad.
I thought you were the one who called him fright.
I know I said he can be a scary person, but... It's like... He's more sensitive to other people's...
For a crazed demon, he's actually a nice...
Maybe.
You brought it up.
A bit ago, a manacled body got caught in my nets.
Manacled?
You too? Yesterday, my nets pulled up an arm. I really can't take this anymore. I'm losing my...
You said it. Judging by the tides, they would have to have come from that prison.
You think it's strange, too? They say the whole island is a prison.
Or it's for experimenting on
Experimenting?
testing the demon's capabilities.
Not a bad theory.
Just kidding!
You sure think of some crazy...
Yeah, so...
That guy.
Now that you mention it...
You know, you're right.
The best we can do...
I think we'd notice it.
I can't tell if he... That's an interesting...
This bridge has a bit of history to it. Port Renede was originally built here. The water's deep enough for ships, but as you can see, It's a bit too narrow for a port. Large ships couldn't come close without a top-rate crew. So Port Renede was
What about the Von Eltia?
We're the best of the best.
So your point is you want...
Hey, the people wanted their town to grow.
Uh-huh.
But there's more.
So you are
And did this bridge...
No. If only the seas had remained...
I suppose things...
Then again...
I'm not biting.
When I was in Port Zexen,
No way! Isn't the palace the most
Bad news.
they say that the demons were disguised as humans, but were actually enormous monsters. Twice they had razor-sharp...
If the demons were
Some rumors say they... We should be ready to...
Is the world falling
A horned giant with 3 eyes, huh? Velvet, you're one scare.
They said swarm. So they were talking about...
I know I'm repeating myself.
But the High Priest hasn't been seen since then. How do you explain? I heard some people from the capital say that he might have been attacked.
The Abbey's trying to cover it up, but the truth is getting it.
The security at the palace is better. But what if a whole horde assailed the castle? The exorcists guarding the palace are elite. The best of the...
But what if they were so...
If giant demons... I understand panic and confusion...
Well, we know that, but still.
It looks like...
The more chaos...
I knew this would be big. What a treasure!
Hello there.
We're looking for Salatome.
Well now, That's an order I don't get every day. It's not for the Corsair's Scourge, but...
The very same. Some of our crew developed fever 3 days ago.
Understandable, but unfortunately...
How can you be out of stock?
It is, but not too long ago, a demon appeared in Warg Forest, where we harvested. And now...
They what? Why haven't...
From what little I've heard, they've had trouble tracking the thing. 100 people go in, maybe only one will actually come across the beast.
If it's so rare, then...
Because nobody who's encountered it has come back alive.
First the Corsair's Scourge, then no medicine, the Abbey, and a mysterious demon.
I could try to order some from other towns, but if you're already on day 3, it might not make it in time.
But if we go to the Warg Forest, this...
Right, but the...
We're going to the forest.
The Demon of War. My guess is it's
An invisible...
a bunch of exorcists got to... If it's not invisible,
What kind of watch are they...
shouldn't you know?
Yes, but my...
I see.
Interesting. It's...
Please hurry. Find...
You have my word.
We're here to find Salitoma.
I know.
Dad, I can't take it anymore. I can't deal with life in this village.
There you go, with the whining again.
Those two...
Best stay out of it. They're going out.
The phrase is hammer and...
I'm not whining. It's been 10 years and the village is no better off. Every year it gets colder, and every year our harvest gets worse.
Your point? Compared to other regions, Westgand has fewer cases of demon. Other areas are suffering worse from the cold and the demons.
You're saying we're lucky that all we have to worry about is cultivating this
Don't be so impatient. Westgand has incredible maybe not now.
There you go again. Who cares about...
Good man, your words have moved me. As an exorcist, I promise to work my hardest to end the demon blight and help people...
Oh. Then I have a request.
What?
Ever since his lover gave him the slip, he's been whining like this.
I'm... very sorry, but that was... Hey, Laphicet.
Supposedly, Eisen's presence...
Is that some sort of special molotov?
It's worse than mere misfortune. At Vortigern, there was a sudden mass outbreak of demon blight, and many of his fellow crew died on his watch.
I find that a little hard to believe.
The Reaper's curse is all... It was the Reaper's curse that tore me from you and got me captured by Miss Mogilu.
Oh, is...
I missed you so much. The hazy halcyon days when I would blow...
Hey!
It must be destiny that we've been reunited. How I would...
Do what you want. I don't...
Really?
I won't stop you. Maybe she wants a Moloch who freely divulges a young girl's...
I'm fine, thank you very much. I've already got Laphicet to look after as it is.
Aw, no fair! Is he the one who blew...
He most certainly does not. And as of right now, you're a stranger to me. What?
Just so we're clear, Laphicet will do no blowing on any...
Of course not. I mean, not that it ever happened. Just forget it.
Yet another...
Eleanor, are you...
Yes.
I'm glad for that.
Is Eisen's curse even real?
You never know. Talk like that might give you a stomachache, or a blister, or a bug?
Miss Moggy-Lou, please stop making up things just as... Like when you said that 4 Navy warships tried to detain the Von Eltiat, or that Eisen made a stopover on an island and the men there caught demon blight, or that...
Please stop. That's even...
That's a pack of lies. It was 7 warships. Everyone on the island, not just men, caught demon blight. And the guy who bumped into me died from hiccups.
But as far as the Corsair's Scourge goes, you don't need to worry. Just drink the Solitoma juice and you'll be
Assuming they're in blue?
Yeah, there is...
I have...
I don't think we have a chance!
Yeah, my time to shine.
If I'm in this 100%. This must be the Warg Forest.
We need to be careful. There may well be exorcists around.
This is a dual-layered barrier.
So it's 2 barriers.
That sure sounds like a hell of a...
It really...
Tails again, huh? That Reaper's curse of yours is consistent, if...
The curse even affects...
Seems that way.
Amalok's powers affect physical objects and can, at times, even synchronize with their wavelengths.
And in your case, it's that coin?
Yeah. That's why it always comes up tails.
You must forgive my skepticism.
Whether you choose to believe it or not is really up to you.
It might be worth noting that coin is also Eisen's vessel.
So is that wavelength business the reason why Laphicet always has that compass around him?
That's part of it, but in another sense, it's a kind of proof.
Proof of his... manhood?
Must polish you so you don't rust.
That doesn't make any sense.
For a praetor, you really don't know that much about the world, do you?
Ugh. The Reaper's curse. The Abbey needs to know about this. I'll have to investigate further. A coin that always comes up tails.
I see you're a woman of deep skepticism.
I know it's hard to believe, but Eisen's coin really does.
Wait a minute. Are you using some sort of trick on it, Magilu?
Oh, your gaze falls on me then?
Well, I am a woman of deep
and one who holds grudges too, apparently. But no, I don't have anything to do with it. In fact, I tried a little spell to make it come.
The coin's not gimmicked. There's no trick. See for yourself if you like.
This is... the Demon Lord Daus.
Good eye.
It's from Carlin. I've never seen an authentic specimen. It's incredibly ancient, and yet it looks freshly mint.
There's a reason for that. Gold is normally soft, but they found a way to...
I know! They cover the surface of a softer metal. That's what makes it hard to scratch. It's a technique no one alive can duplicate. I might just have to believe in this curse of yours after.
I thought you said they had made the surface itself harder, not covered it with something else.
I think you're mistaken.
No, I swear.
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Shape memory alloy.
Everyone attack!
I'm ready.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem! Who wants some next?
Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Huh. What'll it take to make you go all out?
Always be on guard. No mercy! Wounds that won't
Victory is ours.
Here I come!
That was a considerably powerful enemy.
So what does this solitoma flower?
In a word, ugly. The flower itself is purple with leaves and stem of maroon.
An ugly flower.
Way, do you know what solitoma means in the language of flowers?
Was it deceitful coexistence?
What's with that? Even its symbolism is awful.
Deceitful.
The perfect flower.
What's wrong, love?
Magilu is right.
Could be. Eleanor is from the Abbey. I'm not sure that someone like that would ever genuinely...
That's what I thought.
But it's not all quarrels between us.
Deceitful coexistence doesn't trouble me at all. I'll always be here for you, madam. You and I shared an eternal vow that binds us together.
All I did was make a pact to tether you. I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk about it in a...
Dry your eyes, Bienfu. You still have...
Oh, Miss Magulu.
Good. Now think hard on...
Yes, ma'am. I'll just have to hang in there and...
Laphicet, think about deceitful...
Demon, exorcist, we're never going to be a single
So it's not really a deception.
Yeah, not really. I think selfish coexistence might make the better fit.
Me? Are you sure?
I'm up.
Me?
Understood.
Let me take point.
Don't waste my time.
You're wide open! You're wide open! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! You're wide open! You're wide open! Blades of wind, slice them! Air blast! Wind blast! Who wants them next? It's up! No escape! You're wide open! Dead yet? You're wide open! You're wide open! Who wants them next? If you want to live, get out of my way.
I'll take the lead.
Hold up! It's up! Perfect! You're wide open!
Clear away! Invigorate us!
See this? See this? Windlash! You're wide open!
Those purple leaves belong to a salatoma. Be on the lookout for the ugly flowers.
Ugly purple flowers. Got it.
You better be ready. No mercy! Wounds that won't no escape! I'm recursive!
You're just lucky I made it quick.
You'll be rust on my blade. Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem! Dead yet. How's that? How's that? Wide open! You're finished. Let's go! How's that? Go!
Victory is ours.
Don't waste my time. You better be ready.
But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form zero.
Not even worth my time.
scout ship set.
Food's ready. I'll end this quickly.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem! Who wants?
They were nothing.